What's up, everyone? Welcome into the number 6 edition of Talkin Grizz. This is the draft edition. We're talking prospects. We're talking the upcoming NBA draft. And talking to me now about the OKC Thunder is Brandon Rahbar, the beat writer for the Thunder with the Daily Thunder. That was a lot of Thunders, but welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. You are number 6 coming up. And we talked about it right before I started. The Thunder have 36 draft picks over the next 7 years. So they could pick. They've got 3 in the first round, 3 in the second round coming up. So there's going to be probably some packaging. I don't know if they're going to want 6 rookies, but let's look at just this number 6 pick. What are the names that you're hearing around town?
The names I'm definitely hearing are Jonathan Kuminga, if he falls out of the top 5, and then Scottie Barnes, who – he's been kind of in the 6th spot all season long, people thought. But then recently there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of hype about Scottie Barnes. Mm-hmm. So he's kind of been flying up draft boards. So maybe he goes in the top 5 now. But I think it's going to be one of those two, unless the Thunder get really, really lucky and Jalen Suggs just happens to fall to the number 6 spot. I think it's going to be Barnes or Kuminga.
Why do you think, let's just say Suggs falls? Why do you think he would be a good fit?
Well, the good thing is I think that anybody fits with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. By the way, the Thunder are not trading SGAs, so anybody doing those mock trades can forget about that. It's not happening. But he's 6'6" as a point guard. He can play the 1, 2, or the 3. And Suggs just has all those things that Sam Presti loves: the leadership, the intangibles, the competitiveness, the fire, all those things. He's just a well-rounded player. And I think he'd fit perfectly next to Shai and next to Lu Dort as well.
Oh, you named 2 Canadians. We love to hear that. So the top 3 scorers on the Thunder are guys who are 22 or younger, including those 2 guys. And so you're going to add another, top 10 draft pick in this number 6, if that's the way that the Thunder go and they stay at 6, as well as, a whole bunch of others in this draft. But with that number 6 pick, let's say Suggs doesn't fall. Let's just say everything goes to what we think it might go to. You named 2 other names. What do you like about Scottie Barnes?
What's great about Scottie Barnes is he can legitimately defend 1 through 5. He was picking up guards and point guards at Florida State, but then he can also defend bigs because he's got a 7'3" wingspan. He's got an NBA-ready body, so his defense is just off the charts. But he's also a really great playmaker at 6'9". He can handle, he can pass. So he's just a really well-rounded, versatile player. And I think that he would fit in. Again, he's got all those things that Sam Presti always looks for as well. Thunder are always really high on high-character guys. And Scottie Barnes, just his personality and the things he's about, are all the things that the Thunder is about. So he'd fit in really well.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about his personality. And, okay, my one question to you then is, you've talked about Barnes, you've talked about Kuminga, and you're talking about defenders. The Thunder love Lu Dort, who is this lockdown defender, but you haven't mentioned Davion Mitchell. Do you think he'll go lower? Is that why?
I think he'll go lower. I just don't think that the Thunder will be interested because he's one of the older players in the draft. And because the Thunder are so young and they're basing everything on this youth timeline, I just don't think that they'll pick Davion Mitchell for that reason. I like Davion Mitchell a lot, though, quite honestly. He's such a fun player. Again, all those things, fiery leader and all those things. But, yeah, and he's a little bit shorter. He would need to play the point guard position. Shai's already the point. So I don't think he exactly fits what the Thunder are looking for, as much as I do like him, though.
That makes sense. Especially because Kuminga, the other guy that we haven't talked about, is 6'8", has a 7'2", 7'3" wingspan. He does bring more size. When you have what I would like to call him a superstar, but at least Shai is a star in the league, an up-and-coming star. So I'm going to put you on the clock now. You are on the clock for the number 6 pick, and I'll put the board up for everyone at home. You cannot choose Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley. Suggs has been taken, unfortunately, for this one. Kuminga is gone. So the number 6 drafted player for our mock draft is
Scottie Barnes. But the 6th selection, the Thunder choose Scottie Barnes. I think that Sam Presti would run up to the podium if he's still available. I think he's a no-brainer pick. So give the Thunder Scottie.
All right, perfect. So ACC Freshman of the Year, great passer, great playmaker, this cool point forward type of guy. I'm going to say one thing, though. for you before we go, if he was to have a weakness, an improvement that you would like to see before he makes a spot or gets a spot on this roster, we're just saying this for our mock, what is his one weakness?
It's definitely shooting. And Thunder fans, we've had so many years of Andre Robertson, even though everybody loved him, and then guys like Terrence Ferguson, Hamidou Diallo, all these guys who were good defenders but not shooters. So that's the one thing that he would need to improve on. Now, at his combine, his workout, and things like that, he looked like maybe his shot has improved. Maybe there's some potential there. But, yeah, that's definitely the one weakness the Thunder will try to develop would be his shot.
Perfect. You can teach a shot. You can't teach hustle and heart, right? It's so silly to say, but I mean it with him, because Scottie, I have heard his personality is just so great. So thank you for your pick, Brandon. Thank you for your insight. I appreciate you so much. And I'm looking forward to July 29th, and I hope you are too.
Absolutely, we are, especially here in OKC. So many picks. Thank you for having me, KJ. This is fun.
Absolutely. And Grizzlies fans, you can always get more on grindcitymedia.com.